Koja Youngson, good morning to you.
Good morning, good morning. Yeah. I love that song, actually.
Yes, I know.
It's brilliant.
I heard you happen and
yes. And I realize you like it too. You know all the lyrics. I was watching you singing.
I don't know all the lyrics.
Everything I do, he just they penetrate.
Is that true? Now. Anyway, how was your night?
I've had a rather rough night.
Yeah.
But I'm really awake right now. I think
like a game of chess, I know.
Yeah, sometimes like a game of chess, right? Yeah. When parts are moved across the board and nobody loses.
I know. It's always a pawn game.
Indeed. And someone has been playing some chess in Ghana, the president. He's moved some pieces around. No one seems to have lost out. Everyone seems to still have a job with the president, but some new faces have been added to the fray, and I think now we're looking at 111 appointees rather than 110. And apart from the energy minister who got fired a few days ago, it looks like all positions have remained. John Peter Meudo is our new Minister of Energy, right?
Yeah. And if you look at his background, he seems to have some credible experience in that sector. And so we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's shown that he can be somebody who will do a yeoman's job in the last position he occupied, the Minister of Land and Natural Resources. That was his position, is that not it?
Yes, and it's quite interesting because what that means is that the Ministry of Energy has 2 former ASEP alumni there, but other positions have also been filled, including John Peter Meudo's former position at Ministry of Lands and Natural Resources, where I believe we now have Mr. Chairman.
Kweku Asuma Chairman, I believe that's his name.
That's right. Who else do we know of?
Well, we have the Minister for Sanitation, who was moved or has been moved now to the Aviation Ministry.
And that was a straight swap because Cecilia Dapa is now in sanitation, having come from the Aviation Ministry.
Because I told you it's a chess game.
Indeed.
I'm talking about this chess. Sometimes, I don't know, when you talk, you talk. When you don't talk you don't talk. And one of the talking ministries should be the Ministry of Information, right? And when we saw Dr. Mustafa Abdul Hamid being moved to occupy an inner city and Zongo Development Ministry.
Yes.
What do you make of it?
Well, my sources tell me that the minister actually wanted to leave the Information Ministry. He's spoken for the president for a very long time.
Yeah.
And I know that at the beginning of the NPP's tenure, he actually expressed a desire to take on a new challenge. But the president wanted him speaking for him still, and so he put him at the Information Ministry. So he talks about how relieved he is that he has now got a new challenge, something that allows him to serve his own people. He's a Muslim cleric, and inner cities and Zongus have a lot of Muslim people living there. So he feels like he has been sent to work and serve his own people.
Well, that's a good thing. But the thing is that we have his deputy now being the substantive minister. He will appear before Parliament, though. And Kojo Oponkroma, he's also a lawyer by profession as well, broadcaster. An entrepreneur, so he has all the experiences in place to make sure that in this game of chess he becomes a king, so to speak.
Well, king, right? And that's the long game. Cynthia Morrison is in. She's a new entrant into the list of presidential appointees, and she, of course, is going to be the Gender, Children and Social Protection Minister. I expect we'll be speaking to her over the coming days and learning more about her. But she, of course, has been a member of the party, organizing women in various parts of the country for a very long time.
And her position, though, was once occupied by, Tiku Afisajaba, who has been taken beyond the borders of Ghana to Italy. Where we have the great Versace, Giorgio Armani and all that.
That's what we know about Italy, right?
In Ghana, you get to see China-made Versaces. You're going to see original.
Yes.
She's going to witness where they make them, the original ones.
So what you're saying is that she's going to have a great time shopping. I hope that's not all she does while she's out there. She will now be working, of course, for the minister, the Minister for Foreign Affairs, because if you're an ambassador, then that's your boss, right?
So what does it mean? That's a demotion. Oh, well,
I don't know. All I know is that
that's serving Ghana.
All I know is that they used to work together around the table in cabinet, but now she works for the Foreign Affairs Minister. And there were other changes, right, in the regions. In the Upper East region, Paulina Abuaje has been sent there after... Abayege, forgive me. Every time I see this name written on a piece of paper, I get it wrong. Paulina Abayege is the new Upper East Regional Minister. And, of course, that's because some movement has been made. And the Upper East Regional Minister has taken up a new portfolio. Oh, of course, let's not forget she has done a straight swap. No, well, not a straight swap, but she has come in from Italy, where Otiko Jaba is now going out to serve the Republic of Ghana. We'll be speaking to Paulina Abayege this morning, actually, to find out what it's like to come in from the cold and become a regional minister, right?
Well, when you're born in Ghana, you're used to the weather. So from the temperate to the tropics is always good. But Boniface Abubakar Sadiq, who was once the Minister of Inner City and Zengo Development, is now a Minister of State, the Office of the Vice President, Dr. Modu Bawumia. You know, so does a lot of work. He's the boss of the economic management team of Ghana.
So he needs a Minister of State there to do what?
To do a lot of things.
Today we'll analyze that. I'm sure there is some purpose he'll be serving there. But you know, someone made a joke yesterday that, look, there is no space in this government into which an appointment cannot be squeezed. Anyway, today, of course, we've got so much coming up. We're going to continue our home series. And this time we're talking about financing the project. Okay, so you've decided to either build or buy your property, right? Okay, so how do you get enough to start? And of course, later, we'll wrap up the show with some showbiz news brought to you by Awake Purified Water. What a show we have coming your way. And as always, we start with the news, don't we, Ro?
Yeah, we have the latest news update. Of course, we're going to update our viewers on the latest shuffling of the ministers. And then we'll bring them the latest issues concerning other stories from the other parts of the country.
Yes, well, stay with us because, as you know, everything we do, it just they penetrate to.
Well, so we'll be right back with the latest news updates.